Hey guys, so this is going to be part 8, I believe. Pardon the hair, it's trying to save some money so I can do this. Okay, so as you can see, a lot's changed since the last update. For example, see, got some room I can move around. Okay, after all the walls were boarded, I've just started wallpapering today. Gone for this nice, like a white swirl with a blue flower. It's quite nice. So yeah, it's ceiling's all good still. So this is going to be carpeted. Got the carpet already. Carpet, the colour will be revealed on the next update or later on in this video. We'll see. So yeah, not much has changed really. Put the bench seat back in. So that's been fitted and mounted back in. Obviously repaired where it needed repairs. Same with the single. So there is some big updates. I say big updates. Originally I got the twin minibus seat to go here. You've probably seen it on an earlier video. So the reason for that was to so my son and my partner could sit in it. Obviously be 3-point harness, which is, I mean, safety first and everything. And obviously my youngest one would be in the front with myself, so there'd be 4 of us. So I've had some prices, some quotes from garages and other companies that do this kind of thing, or could do this kind of type of thing, and quotes that have been quoted to have those seats mounted in this van, because obviously there's no metal floor, it's just all wood. So there'll be a frame and everything made up, all welded and everything to the chassis, which is just obviously one single chassis leg. That'll have to come through the wooden floor for the seat to bolt into it. Plus then it has to be like VOSA signed off or something. I haven't got a clue. The quotes are about 2,500 roundabout. A lot of money. So what I've decided to do after discussion with the missus, and I think it's the best decision, is get this van finished. Obviously I'm not going to stop now, you know what I mean? It's put a lot of sweat and tears and everything into this, a hell of a lot of money. So yeah, the plan is get it all finished, obviously get the solar all connected up to the batteries and everything, get the kitchen finished, which is where you are at the minute in the camera, get the bathroom sorted. This cupboard wall has just been rebuilt because before, where it was damp, all the top had blown out, so that's just all been, that wall's just been rebuilt. Obviously you have to do this side of here as well. Regarding all this curvature, it's all done now, and boy was that a pain in the ass, pardon my language. So I tried bending the whole thing like a U shape in a single piece. Yeah, it weren't going to happen. And now I know you can, people say you can use hot water, or you can steam it, so obviously get it wet, and obviously to bend it. Problem is with that is then you're introducing moisture back in the van, and I've just got rid of all the moisture out of this van, so that's not what I want to do. So what I did is I cut into 4, made it easier to bend to get the nice curve, and obviously that'll all be sealed and joined up. Obviously it's already screwed and glued in, so yeah, that'll be done when obviously the ceiling's been done. Same as back quarter here. So the back quarter's got a nice little curvature on it. It's not as steep as the curvature that was originally there, but obviously, like I said, without getting it wet and damp and everything, I've managed to get a bit of a curve. So what I've done with that is put 3 little holes in it, 10mm holes with a little flat spade bit, I think you call it, and basically expanding foam all behind that. So that's all solid. And that's obviously it's all screwed and glued and everything else, so that's all good as well. That's obviously the back wall behind the door. The kitchen, if you know these vans, I will show you the spin round. Whew, Christ. So what next? So yeah, the plan is to finish the van and then part ways with it. I'm sure the next owner, whoever it may be, will absolutely love this van. Mechanically all the work has been done underneath. Engine's all good. Obviously I did that on previous videos, as you've probably seen. And obviously now I've tackled this side. So we're all nice and watertight. Ceiling's all good, nice and strong. Massive solar panel on the roof. Obviously I need the kitchen to be built first before I can finish this corner here. But yeah, I'm sure whoever's going to own this van afterwards is going to absolutely love it. Don't get me wrong, I'm extremely gutted. I was hoping that it was going to be me, the wife and the 2 kids going on our little adventures. You know what I mean? It's get the kids out and see the world instead of sitting there in front of technology and, you know what I mean, do what we used to do when we were kids, you know, with our parents. And obviously the older generation, what they used to do with their parents. So yeah, I am good. But the good news is, once this van's done and it's parted, there will be a new van. Obviously in the same spot. And it means that if you subscribe and follow, you'll get to see me do that one as well. Hey, you see, there's a result for you guys as well. But yeah, it's I'm getting there. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Still got a little bit of work to do. It's so yeah, it's good. But yeah, not really much else to say on this one apart from what I've just said. But I'm going to call it a night because it's I think it's about what, 7 o'clock. It's close to 6 o'clock. So it's going to call it an evening. And yeah, I'll catch you in a little while. Have fun. Hi guys, how you doing? So, as you can see, it's been a little bit. Can't even talk today. There's been a few little changes. So I put this in, which is going to be the new worktop. Obviously, all supported and everything else. Wallpapered. You probably noticed from the original video when I first got this van, this was the wallpaper in it, and I really don't like this wallpaper, personally, but it looks nice. It's very kitcheny and stuff like that. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not very. I don't like decorative stuff. I'm very plain. Anyway, so yeah, enough of the wallpaper. Enough of the wallpaper. So, as you know, I've been on the hunt for a camper van motorhome for quite a while. So, what I was actually doing, even before this, I knew about this van. I was building up stuff. So, I purchased this last year. Great purchase from Facebook. I also got this stainless steel sink. So all this was originally for when I got a van to convert, and obviously I took all the stuff out of here, modernising it, done all the work structurally. So yeah, what better home to put it in than this one here? As you know, I am getting rid of this van. Not because I don't like it, it's purely down to my kids' safety. I want them to have a 3-point harness seatbelt, and I don't have the funds to get that done. So someone else is going to benefit from this van. They're going to absolutely love it and make so many memories in it. It's going to be unreal. A little bit jealous. A lot of hard work's gone into it, but it is what it is. So yeah, the plan is to get this all done. I've already marked this out, so these will cut out. I'm going to have the stove here in the corner. I'm going to have a sink here, which will allow this free space over here. Now the free space over here is going to be for prepping food. Now what I originally was going to do, obviously if I was keeping the van, was have an air fryer in here. It's modern, you know what I mean, 21st century. It's I know these vans originally came with the oven. Yeah, you probably saw me take that out on an earlier video. Which was all gas and everything else, which is fine, but gas prices are expensive. I mean, pitch fees, what I've looked up so far is you pay your pitch fee and you get your electricity included. So why use gas, which is expensive, to buy the bottles, refills and everything else, when you're on site anyway paying for the electricity, so you may as well use it. So anyway, the idea was to have a air fryer here, which obviously someone else could do, but and then have a microwave or some sort of up the top here. So yeah, that was the original plan, or somewhere around here. So yeah, gonna crack on with this anyway. Gonna stop waffling on. But yeah, sit back and enjoy. And yeah, cool.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Alright guys, so as you can see, that was a bit of a faff around. As I did mention before in earlier videos, I'm not a tradesman at all for any of this, so it's just a complete novice. So if you feel like you're watching this and you feel like I've got to do this and you have no experience before, just give it a go. It's yeah, just be careful. I should be wearing safety goggles. I'm stupid not to, but I have no idea where they are. It's alright, anyway, back to what I was doing. Oh. So this is the new sink. I know it was called something. So I need to fit this on, so that way I can have a look to see if there's enough been taken off at the back. So what I need is a Phillips screwdriver. Move this before I start tripping over wires. I'll do. Let me see if I can get a screwdriver. There's my little Scooby-Doo. 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 Okay. Screwdriver. So what I need to do is I need to put this. I've never done this before, so right. So then some kind of seal pipe. Mounting clips. Okay, so I presume that just goes on like so, and then that goes in like so. Like that. No idea how tight it needs to be, so we'll leave it for that for the minute. Okay. Right. So apparently, it's not taken off. Alright, try again. Hey, look at that. Alright, so there's that. The next bit. So this sink, I believe you can get it from Screwfix, about 45 I think it is. It comes with all the little fitting kits and stuff like that, which is handy. Like I said, I've never done one of these before. So don't judge me if you're a kitchen fitter or a plumber or anything like that. That goes like so, I believe. Two cents. Let me get the dust out of it. Alright. So, note to self. Dust is everywhere. Let's flip this back up. Okay. Try again, shall we? So, that goes like so. That goes on like so, and that goes like so. Alright, so I think I need a screwdriver to tighten up. Well, something use a hinge. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so I'm going to use this as a screwdriver just to hold it for now. It fits in the little slot that's there. And just tighten it up. You know what they say? If you don't have the tool, improvise or make one. Okay, so that's that. So don't forget the get that. So this is the overflow pipe. So that will go on like so. Now does that go on like so? Oh. See, you can tell I've never done this before. It's how far does that go in? We can get a little bit in there. Okay. So what I've done is I've moved Okay, so what I've done is when I push the when I push this pipe onto his, actually moved it down. So I'll just put that back on. So what I've got is I've actually picked up for the stove. I've actually picked up like a pt8, I think it is. So I'm going to use that. Obviously, this came with the sink, so I shall be using this as well. I'm guessing I just peel and stick. Sometimes things seem simple and never goes to bloody plan. Now, do I do it on the outside? If I'm doing this wrong, by the way, please write a comment. It's I can always come back and correct it if I need be. I'm just doing it on the outside just to make it look a bit better. Hey, look at that. I've got some excess. I'll tell you what, can I use this for the oven? For the stuff? For the stove? Literally, the bluntest knife literally man could own. Alright. I might do that with the oven. Alright, anyway. Okay. So ow! See, this is why I never film live. Okay, let's put them out of the way. Alright, so there's that. I'll tell you what, that is looking absolutely lovely. Sorry if I'm whispering, I don't mean to be. I'm just trying to focus on. Alright. Rubbish. Lots of rubbish down there. Okay, so I'm going to use this on the stove if there's enough. I think there might be, so I'm going to use that over here. What I'll do is I'll get that, put that there. I'll take that off, put that there. Okay, so like I said, I did have some putty tape for this. Tell you what, I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to have a look to see if I can find it and then compare the two. Give me a second. Alright guys, so I did find the putty, the putty sealant stuff. Says on the box it is used for basins and sinks and showers and toilets and stuff, so I'm gonna go with this stuff. So yeah, plus I also messed the roll up. Shh. We'll keep that between us. That stuff is seriously sticky, so we'll just use this. We've got this. So what we'll do is we'll stick this on. Let's make use of it, true. Try and stretch it a little bit. Make sure we got enough. So yeah, the joys, eh? So what are you guys thinking of the videos so far? You got any tips or improvements? Or I had a comment on the last video said about the music. I put background music in just, well, I think I need to try and practice on how to do the volumes and stuff, because I think it might be a little bit loud. It's just so there's no silence there, you know what I mean, for when everything's all sped up. And you don't want to hear me talking like a chipmunk. But yeah, we'll get this on. And then, but yeah, if you got any tips or anything like that, regarding the videos and the editing and stuff. The time this van's finished, I might even be a cameraman myself. I doubt it, but you never know. I might take it up as a hobby. Look at that, a foot to spare. Yeah, I might end up taking it up as a hobby. Okay. But yeah, that is not looking too bad if you ask me. Let me take you over. Gonna get wobbly. Oh, I need to unplug you as well because you're charging. Oh, I'll try and do it. There we go. So there's the 2-burner stove. So this is a house one. Obviously it's had the adapter so you can use LPG. Yeah, so that was a Facebook purchase. This you can get from Wix's, not Wix's, Screwfix. I think they're about 45 for the kit. It's a 450mm. As you can see, I don't have a lot of room here. I don't have a lot of room there. Now I haven't glued this down because I plan on redoing this worktop. So yeah, this is the wallpaper that people like. So yeah, anyway. Well, I'll give you a spin round. So obviously the bathroom. As you can see, I need to finish the bathroom, but that's a later date. Well, last thing to be done. It's back of the van. Cupboard. Obviously, I've rebuilt this wall because if you remember, this wall at the top here was all rotten. So I cut it down to the base bit there, and yeah, so this has all been rebuilt. And this is the rest of the van. 2 cents. Screen is covered in sawdust. So this is the rest of the van. So yeah, I can't go too far because you're plugged in for some reason. This battery is not lasting. So yeah, the wood, which is curved round there, that was an absolute pig, as I mentioned in a previous video or clip. I tried doing it in a single piece. Yeah, I couldn't do it on my own. So what I did is I cut it into 4 even sections, and that allowed me to get the curve. So that is 3.6 mil, I think it is, ply. So I managed to get a nice big U bend on that. So that actually goes from this bit here, where the bed is, it goes from there and it goes all the way around to the ceiling. So what the original one was, I think it was like a hardboard, and what that did, it went from the roof, it went down and then stopped about so much, and then it had this grey thing just here. So that bit of grey trim there covering the gap. So yeah, I don't need that now because obviously that's all done. I've done it all the way around. But just spin you around and have a look at this. So this is going to be the divider wall. So if you remember in the really early video, this was straight down to there. I thought I'd add a bit of curvature to it. Obviously it comes out a bit more further there because there will be a wall unit on the other side of that. And I'm debating whether on this side of the wall and on that side whether to put wall units, because they had wall units in them. Well, obviously they were rotten. Let's be back on the tripod so we can talk to you. So yeah, they had wall units in it when I first got the van. They were all rotten. All the top of this wall was rotten. Like I said, the cupboard was rotten. You remember the roof? Yeah, wasn't good. And this whole wall was all coming away, so this has all been done. But I find that with the wall cupboards, it made it feel like claustrophobic. Does that make sense? I mean, you have a narrow walkway anyway down the middle, or narrowish, with seating on both sides. And I know storage on these things is key, but I just feel like your head space would be small. I know your feet space is going to be small anyway with the seats, but the head space is going to be small. But like I said, I'm on the fence. It's so we'll see which way we fall on that one. But definitely going to put a wall cupboard here. I'm going to go for, I did measure it roughly, so it's 15-20 from that wall to this wall. And I'm thinking of 300 by 300. So I don't know what the average size of a dinner plate is, but I mean 300 seems roughly a bit bigger than an average dinner plate. So as long as we can get dinner plates in there, or anyone can get dinner plates in there, or just, you know, I mean, plastic glasses. Obviously you won't want to carry real glasses, anything like that. So 300 by 300, it's only a small one. But like I said, on that side, I don't know. It's might see what I can do. But yeah, but this is it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the hell up. Oh no, wait! Got one more thing to show you. Oh. So, as you know, I'm a great believer of recycling and repurposing materials. For example, my kids' shed is made out of pallets from a construction site. My shed is made out of pallets, old gate posts, old gates, wooden gates, where the timber is broken on them. They just skipped them. So my 8x6 shed is all reclaimed material. Wait, bar the felt on the 2 sheds. That's the only thing I bought new. But yeah, so I'm a great believer of repurposing and reusing materials. Now this timber here, the ply, the 12mm ply. So that was a Facebook purchase. So there's a guy with a big job on, and he's cut a load of longer lengths. So I think they're about, I'll tell you now, I think this one was about this one was 380mm. Then they had some narrower bits, some shorter bits. So they were, cheap enough. Like I said, I like repurposing. Obviously all this ply on the roof I did buy new because the quantity I need and everything else, but worktops recycled, cookers recycled, as in like it's second hand. The sink was a Facebook, but like I said, you can get them from Screwfix, which are 45. They're really nice sinks. But like I said, this was a Facebook. Someone had purchased it for a temporary kitchen while they're having theirs done, and I think she purchased it and then he purchased it, so they had two. So anyway, she gave me the new one, which was good out of the two. Solar panel is new. The wallpaper in the seating area is from a charity shop. This was donated from a friend, so I'm not going to knock that. Some of the wood I've used, I've got some, I think it might be like a 3mm ply. That was off an old wardrobe, the backing of an old wardrobe. This is solid timber. Well, it's timber. That's recycled. What I'll be using in the front underneath will be recycled. That'll be solid pine, because from an old triple wardrobe. Yeah, I like to reuse anyway. I'm waffling on now. I don't like to purchase new if I don't have to, unless obviously like structural timbers and stuff like that. But so yeah, I'm gonna try and repurpose as much of the old stuff as possible, like the water pump. Obviously the toilet will be going back in once I've cleaned it. I'm sorry, it's been sat a long time before I had it, and when I pulled it out of here, pulled the cartridge out, didn't think much of it. Obviously it's slushing around. 2 weeks ago I was on the phone to my brother, and I was talking to him about reusing it. I said, "Got to clean it," and he was joking about, there being, as we call it, floaters and stuff like that in there. And I was like, no, I said, it's just the blue chemical, some water. And yeah, no, the smell is absolutely, I don't know if I'm going to record that, me cleaning that. I think a lot of people's stomachs would turn, but I don't gag much for stuff like, but that was making me heave. It was absolutely, the smell is vile. That's why it's not being stored in here and it's being stored out there. Let me know in the comments if you want to watch me clean that, because I really want to know whether I'm videoing that or not. but yeah, I'm going to crack on. Oh, that's what I was going to say. See, I get distracted so easily. So this is a sheet of aluminium. I picked this up from the scrap metal place. So like all the metal, all the aluminium from here. So remember the big hole that was in the roof here, that I've been used a bit of, I think it was fascia board or something, like a PVC foam fascia board. So that's come off, and I put a bit of alley on that, where the extractor for, I think it was the extractor, whatever it was, went through the cupboard, or through the ceiling. Repaired that one as well, I patched that one over as well. Where the hot water vent was, that's now been done with an aluminium as well. As you saw in the previous videos, the ones for the fridge vents, so they've all been patched up with aluminium as well. So obviously the skins are aluminium, where we use aluminium, go from the merchants, the scrap metal merchants. So yeah, this piece here, big piece, cost me £6. I believe it's 3mm. 3mm. So what this is for is, do you remember the, I don't know what you call it, boot storage place underneath that? I took the wooden panel off. Like I said, I'm going to reuse it. It's a dead space. I'm guessing it was used at some point in its previous life as what it was intended for, and someone's just patched it up or blocked it up. But I plan on making a new hatch out of this stuff. I was going to use wood, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it out of metal. It's nice and thin, it's strong, you know what I mean. If you've got possessions in there, you don't want people getting in there. So that would be on one of the future videos. Just move that out of the way so I don't trip on it. But so yeah, and obviously, like I said, the flooring as well, the carpet. I'm guessing he's a mobile carpet fit or something like that. He had a little storage unit. My missus went and picked that up. He advertised on Facebook, free to some free and some that weren't. But yeah, got the whole roll of lino, brand new lino free, and a piece of off-cut carpet, which is new. That's big enough for the van for free as well, which is results. But yeah, I'm going to stop waffling on. Probably said it a few times now. I'm going to stop waffling on. I'm not screwing these down because I haven't finished with the worktop yet, but they're cut for in place. So yeah, I'm going to crack on and get this cupboard started. It's on and off with rain today, so and I need to be outside for this. Cool, I'll catch you in a minute. Hello guys. Okay, so the camera down at the back. It is on charge. Well, it was on charge, but I think the USB adapter wasn't pumping out enough charge or enough power. So I've changed it to that one. I just left it for a little while just so I could try and get this videoed. So I've just brought this into the van. I haven't tried it yet, so I hope to God it fits. It's not the best, it's not finished yet. How the hell am I going to do this? It's not finished yet. I can say one thing, it's tight. I think it's the oh dear. Oh well, it's tight. It definitely is tight. Where's it tight at? Well, I did say it hadn't been tried fitted yet. I messed all the wallpaper up on the end. Oh. Right, let's try this. What? So what is going on there then? Strange. It's literally all twisted. Anyway, I have no idea what I'm doing. It's alright, I'll tell you what. Can I get that piece out? Oh, shit. Pardon my language. Do not remember that. Anyway, there we go. I did glue a bit, hadn't quite set. Okay. So, literally tearing the wallpaper up. It's alright, I've got a little piece up there I can peel up. So what I need to do, I think I've got to take into consideration is a little notch at the top. Can I get out enough to... Yes, I can. Right, time for some more sketchy stuff. Let's you know me, I'm always sketchy. Told you, always sketchy. Look, at least I caught it. Let's carry on. Ouch. Ouch. Oh shit. Ooh. Okay. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to get this fixed up. Speak to you in a second. Yeah, guys. So, bit of an update. So the last time I was recording, you saw me struggling to put this up. There was another clip that I thought I was recording after that. Like as I mentioned earlier on, I've been having a bit of problems with the battery. It's not lasting. I've been trying to record with it plugged into a USB, but it doesn't last long. A couple of minutes and then it just cuts out, if that. So anyway, left it on for 2 days now and it's still not fully charged apparently. So I'm going to have to order new batteries for that. But I have been busy. So this is the unit all up. These are the original doors for the units that are in the van. If you remember from earlier videos, you noticed that they were all rotten. Well, the damp came in, but the doors were still good. So these doors were originally in the seating area and not in the kitchen, but I thought they would look quite nice in the kitchen area, being see-through and everything else. So I tried matching the vinyl up as best as I could to this vinyl here. Slightly different variation, but you know, you're never going to match it. I mean, they're 30 years old. They're probably well faded. But anyway, as you can see, the kitchen worktop is completely changed as well. So the old worktop is now down here, cut up into 2. I originally had the stove quite close to the corner, and then I had the sink next to it, to try and free up this space here. Yeah, after a lot of head banging against the wall, I wasn't happy, even though, as you know, I don't plan on keeping this van. I still wasn't happy, and if I'm not happy, the next person that has this van will not be happy. So what I've done is I've moved the stove over. I'll add some space in the corner here. Going to build, or look at getting either a racking system or something like that here. Maybe just to hold like spices or little tins or your teas and coffees or something like that. Obviously with the old whistle kettle. By doing that also as well, I moved it this way with the window. So if you're cooking, you can open that, and obviously cold air, the heat can rush out. So I've moved the sink over to this wall here, and the reason for that is, well, My main goal for this van was to get rid of all the gas, bar the stove. So the gas heater's gone, the water heater, that's gone. That was all running on gas, and as I'm stripping it all out to rebuild it anyway, I thought I'd bring it up to more modern stuff. So, nice stainless steel sink. This is a 450mm round sink. The original tap that was all pitted and basically it just didn't look very nice. Gave it a bit of elbow grease, which is what I thought I was recording, and so this all the metal polish to the was it Autosol? Absolutely amazing stuff, and it literally looks brand spanking new. Nice and smooth, no pitting, no nothing. So that's all good. It's gone nicely. So yeah, the plan is to show you. The plan is to, obviously when this is on the site and it's already hooked up, is to incorporate this. So I originally bought a bigger one from online. I don't understand electrics and stuff like that. My old man, he's a Sparky. I had to ask him for some advice. I originally bought this big black one because it said instant water heater on the back. I mean, I thought brilliant. Turns out it's too powerful. That was 6,500 watt, I think it was. So the obviously can't run that off a plug. Obviously being this, it needs to be off a plug. Obviously you're going to be running all the electrics to the hookup. So this one is smaller. This is a Triton and it's a 3000. It is, I believe it's it's a 3 kilowatts, so I believe that's 3000 watts. So I'm going to try and incorporate this into the van. You can run this off a 13 amp plug. So my initial thing is to have it mounted on the back, so the obviously the power is off like there. So you turn it around to turn it on, obviously to do the temperature. So I'm going to try, these come with a separate like a separate tap, so something like that, and then you get a little nozzle that goes on the end to give it like a little spray feature. So I really don't want to put that on there. I don't know if you can see this. I'll give you a close up in a second. But basically I don't want to put that against that like that on the wall when there's a tap underneath it. So what I'm going to try and do, and I'm not a plumber, I'm learning as I go, is try and connect this to the connection on the sink, on the tap. I have had a little fiddle. So a 15mm copper connection, that's one that came in the box with this, which I believe is for the inlet, and also the little ring thing. Can't think of olive. There you go, something like that. Can't remember what it was, but it's an olive. So this will go on the inlet. This does fit. This is a 15mm pipe connector thingamajiggy, I think a 1/2 inch or something like that. So I originally thought that would go on there. So it goes about 2.5 turns and then stops. Yeah, so there it's biting. So that is nowhere near enough. I don't know if you can see that in there. There's nowhere near enough in there. So I've been banging my head thinking, what if it's not that? Then you know what else would fit? So I've been looking at that, at this little tap bit, and I'm looking, and it looks familiar. So the original sink and shower head that was in this van is sitting over there. Obviously it's not going back in the van. I had a look and I just took the shower hose off and I tried that and it went on literally perfect. So managed to acquire one of these. So unfortunately we have a charity in North Cumbria called Rebuild. So they've repurposed building materials. If you're in the area, take a visit. They're quite good. So I managed to pick up one of these. I think it was like £1.50. So that goes on there, like so, and that screws all the way on. And this is the shower hose, like a house one. So what I've done is I've taken the end off to reveal the silicone hose. Obviously that does go down all the way. So my idea is to have a connector on this to connect to the tap on that, or vice versa. The tap connector on there is different though. The one on there looks like that, with this hose here, this connector here, which is for the original plastic piping. So I do have to have another fiddle round, because this plastic is larger than the silicone one, by quite a great deal. So I'm going to have to look at different things like that. I'll either try and find a reduce or something like that that's going to fit. So yeah, that's the plan for that. Try not to lose any bits. So I'm going to try and, oh, that's what I was going to say. Let me try and spin you around. 2 seconds. Oh, can I get wobbly? Woohoo, earthquake. Should really say that. Okay. So, as I said, I'm going to try and incorporate this on the wall here. Obviously, have all the hoses and everything all tucked away. So hopefully have the hoses coming down here, which would then come round under here. So I'll bring you down here. My knees are not what they used to be. Okay. So this sink, when you buy them, they come with the tap bit here, or the sink bit here, but they don't come with this bit here. So after 2 seconds. So after plenty of visits to different build merchants, some of them were helpful, trying to help out, but still couldn't figure out how to get around it. Went to B&Q, and yeah, they are absolutely useless. The kitchen specialist there told me that what I was trying to achieve wasn't possible to be achieved. So my original plan was, if I can get that off, watch me drop it now and break it. Okay, so my original plan was the black flexi hose. Have I got it here? Yes, well, sort of. Oh, there you go. Not prepared at all. So the hose that goes from the wastewater, the grey water, is a black hose, and it has these on the end. So this one is from the old shower tray that I've ripped out. To prove it, here's the old plug for it. As you can see, it was all cracked and broken. The rest of the tray was knackered, so it came out. Anyway, so this is the connector on it. So I needed to try and put this. So this internal is about 22 mil, I believe it is, from here to here inside, and this one here is 40 mil, I think it is. Anyway, so gonna try and get this to this, and speaking to a few of the places, people saying that it can't be done. A lot of people were saying, well, why don't I try and go from this section just here, but obviously this is the overflow for the sink. And I was just like, well, you know, no one's really being helpful here. As soon as you mention caravan, motorhome, camper van, they instantly tell you, go see a specialist. It can't be done. The stuff they sell is for a house. Anyway, so I went to this was at B&Q. Sorry, what I ended up doing was buying, you know, the wash machine reducers. I do have it here. I'm really not prepared for this. Okay, so I ended up buying a wash machine reducer from B&Q. I believe it's a wash machine reducer, or 2 seconds. Yeah, I believe it's a wash machine reducer or some sort like that. Tell you what, we'll stop the video here and Okay, so I ended up buying a washing machine reducer from B&Q, even though the guy told me it would never work. So that looks like this. Comes with a little fancy ring like this, and obviously the little black rubber thing that goes on there. So I thought maybe that could go on there, yeah, which would then give me my connection to the 22mm, which is roughly about this size here. That doesn't fit. The guy said that this extension pipe here would fit. It doesn't, and it's way too small. So useless. This is, you know what I mean. And obviously I did buy these on my own back. Again, I went up to Rebuild. So they have like a big selection of random pipe bits that have been donated from builders and tradesmen. And basically I was throwing bits together. So I ended up getting a mixed bag of bits and pieces. I'll tell you what, I'll just spin the camera around and show you. So I ended up buying like a mixed bag of bits and pieces like this. One like this. This was in this bag here, which was really well priced. That was only 50p. And I ended up getting a trap. Now I wasn't originally going to do a trap. The reason being is because how far it comes down, so I'm going to lose a lot of space underneath. But it was 50p, so I can't complain. And what I've done, as you can see already, is in that packet there was one of these. So what I've done is, what I'm going to do is put that. Oh, try and do this one-handed. Nope, I am not good at this stuff. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to try and do, just briefly put that there, is do that. So we got the trap. Obviously that will stop any smells coming back up, even though the wastewater pipe goes from the top of the tank down underneath the chassis rail, and then back up through the floor. So potentially it's got a U-bend in it, so they, I mean, as its own home like trap, if you know what I mean. But anyway, it's got one here. I've done it. As you can see, there's a lot of lost space. I was trying to keep it as hold back, trying to keep it as low as possible, like here, but it's all the way down here. So I'm going to lose a bit of space, but I'm not going to waste it, if that makes sense. So now this is going to go, if I can find that connector again. Oh, I am absolutely terrible at this. Anyway, so I'm really bad at this. So that flexible pipe for the sink, yeah, it's gone. I'm going to put it on here, so it does fit. It goes up to this point just here. So that's that. So if you're new to all this, this is a whole learning curve for me as well. So if you can learn from this and save yourself some time, brilliant. You can get, I have seen shower ones of these, which are a lot lower, but I believe the piping is smaller. It's the same with bathroom sinks are smaller. If you're a plumber, comment and you know what I mean, advise me, because I don't know. When I was at the rebuild place, I was just throwing pieces together to try and make something up, and that's what I've done. So yeah, that's how we're getting on with that. Oh, please just stand up. Oh, I'll put you right there. 2 seconds. Oh, there we go. Oh, found it was on my lap. Found it was on my lap. So I'll just show you quickly, just to show you that it does fit. So this is the bit where the rubber bit goes in, and then that will sit like so. Okay. So that fits like that. Oh, you can tell I'm getting old. Oh, my body's just tired. Anyway, so that's the plans for the hot water. Is to this is a Triton 30i. So if you're looking at going down the same route, that's the model of it. If you do look in the instructions, it does say that it can work off of a 13 amp plug. And if you're a Sparky, you would know 30,000 watts 13 amp is fine. I didn't know that, I had to ask my dad. Okay, so I'll lose that, sorry, and keep that. So yeah, that's the water heater plan. So these cupboards here, so what I've done is as well, it's screwed up at the minute. There's a light about so long on this one here. So that was originally from Carpetright. So Carpetright closed down, and as you know, I'm a great believer of recycling and reusing. I hate wastage. I was in a charity shop, I can't think what it's called. I think it's a cerebral shop or something along those lines. They had like basically the Carpetright had given them bits and pieces like carpet tracks, off bits of carpet, like trims, like trims for the corners, similar to like a decorative wooden trim, if you know what I mean, that you put around laminate floor and stuff like that. And they had one of these lights in there. Now at the time I didn't actually know it was a light. It's like a brushed alley. It's got a white piece of plastic that goes all the way down it, so you can't see through it. And all it had was, I don't even have it. Here we go. So what it had on the outside, if I've left any wire on now. No, yeah. So all it had on it was this little wire here. It was slightly longer, but I've kept the rest of it. So I actually looked at it because all I could see was this and obviously the track. So I was looking at any writing on the wire, and it said speaker wire, which indicated to me, because there was nothing else written on it, indicated to me that it was a light. Managed to pick it up for £2, I believe it was. As you can see, I took the light out. So this is 24 volt. Not going to be running 24 volt in the van. So this is wastage. I've got no use for this at all. But I haven't binned it yet, so there might still be a use for it. I'm not a hoarder. I just like to keep all the little things because you never know when you're going to need them. So what I did is I used an online ordering shop and ordered 5 meters of 12 volt lighting, like a strip lighting. Took the cover off. Wasn't obviously going to do that in the charity shop because I hadn't purchased it, but dismantled it, took the cover off, took that out, replaced it with 12 volt lighting, and obviously the wires are all there, and that's all screwed up and ready to go. So it's going to be a nice bright area. I have, I'll just show you these as well. So I have been a little bit busy. So these are the original lighting that came in the van. They have got one here. One I prepped earlier. So they got these in them. The glass fluorescent tubes. Now if you need these, if you do need these, and you're in the north of the lakes at any point, like soon, I do have 5 you can have. They're all the same size, all the same watts. So if you, like I said, if you're in the area and you need these, you can have them because they will be binned. So yeah, what I've done with these is I've taken them apart. This is the wire from the original lighting from Carpetright, and what I've done is I've desoldered the little board that was there for the little, I don't know what it was, basically like a little board for circuitry bits on it, and that was connected to the on and off switch. Taking the lighting out, obviously all the individual wiring, and so this one's not finished yet. What I've used is a silver foil tape as a reflector. This is an aluminium foil tape. Obviously you can see the switch, it's just here. So I desoldered that, broke my soldering iron, went to charity shop and bought another soldering iron for £5. So yeah, what I've done is I put silver foil here, act as a backing, I'm going to solder my positive and negative on here. So this is just a piece of that 12 volt light. So that will go on there like so. And then what I'll do is I'll go, got a thing here. So yeah, this is negative. So what I'll do is on this one, I'll go positive, negative on the light. I'll go positive to the switch, and then another positive off the switch, because it's only as breaker on that one side. And then all I'll do then is just close it up. Oh, I don't lose any bits. All then as I'll do is just close them up like so, and obviously the silver foil makes it look nice and bright inside. I'll show you one that I've already done. So it looks nice and shiny inside, and nice and bright, instead of white. So yeah, that's all ready to be wired in and screwed up. So obviously upgrading this for use less power. You probably can get a direct fit bulb, but I like to tinker. I've still got this one to do. I haven't been able to 2 cents. Right, so I haven't been able to get around to this one yet, because this one's a little bit different. So the circuitry is here. Got to take all this off. There's 2 more bulbs here, so there's 5 there and 2 more here. So I'll take all that wiring out. The positive switch is different on this one. So this one goes, show you, comes in from the bottom here, runs up this side here to the switch, and then back down all the way to the circuitry, and then it obviously goes from there. So what I'm going to do is take these bulbs out. I'll leave the black and the red, positive and negative in. I'll incorporate them onto a new strip, or 2. Might put 2 in this, because obviously I've done 2 in these. So might put 2 strips in this one. And then vice versa, it'll be the same as that then, and then there'll be another additional light. Not 100% sure though yet, because I haven't found a use for this one just yet. As in, I've got 2 and 1 there, which needs finishing. There's no point converting them all just yet. I might not need it. So, but there, them ones need doing. That one's done. As you can see, the cupboards are all nice. They all close nicely. Original catches have been used, which is nice. I thought about putting lighting inside, but obviously I have the lighting here. Let me know if you think it's an idea, and what type of lighting would be cool in there. I'm just going to spin you around here for a second. So let me move you up a little bit more. There we go. So these are the solar panel wires that come from the solar panel. So one thing I like about what I've done with this van when I've taken the cupboards out is it feels like the headspace is a lot wider. I don't know if you, I mean, I've been on a plane, I've been in static caravans. I don't like the headspace small, so I don't mind the floor, because obviously you look down, you can see where you walk and stuff like that. But when your headspace is narrow, it feels very claustrophobic. So what I'm thinking is to build a corner cupboard here, just to house my solar charger, and obviously that would sit in there nice and high. No little fingers can get in there if there's any little fingers there in the future. And also to house, don't know what the other bits are, but basically like breakers and stuff like that, before it runs down and then goes to the batteries. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea, or if you think I should build the covers all the way along. If I can move a lot of the stuff up and jig everything around, I think there'll be a lot of space in the seating areas. Obviously in the cupboard there, the additional space down there where the old heater used to be. So I don't want to overfill it with space, like with storage space, because obviously it acts as excess places to store weight you don't need. But yeah, let me know if you've got any ideas on that one. So yeah, and obviously the other side I'm not going to put any wall cupboard on. Well, thinking of not putting any wall cupboard on. Obviously every motorhome has a TV, so I'm thinking maybe putting a TV on the wall that I've rebuilt for the cupboard. So yeah, overall it doesn't look too bad. I'll lift you off for a second and then give you a little spin round. Oh, here we go. Whoa, you're flying. So I still need to do the bathroom. I haven't touched that at all. As you can see, it's full of boxes from the solar panel. It's full of offcuts of wood, bits of insulation. So I haven't touched that at all in there. Obviously this cupboard is wallpapered at the back. The wood on the top is done. The rails back on. Put support here because there's going to be something mounted there. Not spoiling it for you. Obviously the whole roof is all nice and wood. The curvature on the front is all nice and wood. Obviously the decoration looks nice and tidy. I'm not a decorator, so yes, there is bubbles and ripples and stuff like that. I am trying. So yeah, as you can see, I'm slowly filling up the van again with stuff. Mainly insulation, obviously the carpet and the floor needs to go down. I did pick up some sheet aluminium the other day for the back hatch for the van. The bit in the previous videos you saw me unscrew to reveal that great big massive space. So I'm going to build a new hatch for that at some point. That whole piece there, so that's probably 3 foot by 1.5 foot, 2 foot, £6. That's from the scrap metal merchant. So nice piece of aluminium. I think it's about, I don't know, about 3mm, maybe 4mm thick. So yeah, and the front of the van is looking like an absolute shithole. Pardon my language. If you need any of these bits like taps or anything like that, I think the shower head's still good. Obviously the corner trays I don't think are any good. I think one is, yeah, one isn't. I think this one's just split the corner here where it came off. Apart from that, it is good. So technically you probably wouldn't see that when you put it on the wall. The sink is split over in the corner, so that won't be going back on. But like I said, if you need any of the sink, the taps, the shower, let me know. And like I said, if you're in the area, you can have it. Yeah, managed to pick up some wire. I thought it might be handy for something. I don't think it is. So yeah, gonna find a use for that, or find someone that will have a use for it. So yeah, that's the gist of the van at the minute. It's looking nice, fresh, tidy. Obviously the windows are absolutely disgusting. Oh, that's what I was going to ask. So if anyone has any ideas how I can get all like the dead flies, the cobwebs, everything out of inside the from inside between the two perspex pieces, let me know, because I mean this kitchen one's not too bad. But this living room one on this side is absolutely, like, it's disgusting. It's full with dead flies, everything. I'm guessing the little holes, these little blockers here, is missing, and it's just filled inside. So yeah, if you guys know how I can get that out, how I can rinse in between the two out, yeah, drop that down in the comments as well. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, as I said, so what I'm going to do is I am going to leave this video here, just to show you what I've been up to, explain obviously the issues I've been having with the camera and the battery life. As you can see, I haven't even had a chance to get a bloody haircut. Trying to do my research on this and figure out all the stuff. There is a few pages that are good on Facebook. The Talbot Owners Club is very good, very useful. So have a if you own one of these and you're not on there, have a look on there. It's very knowledgeable people on there. But yeah, so like I said, I'm going to try and end this video now and get this section of all these videos up, because there hasn't been one for a while. Yeah, just trying to do my research on this, trying to find and source parts. I don't know if I explained this, but the 5.5mm ply is from a company called JT Doves. I think that's about 11-12 pound a sheet or something like that, for an 8x4 sheet. Everywhere else I've looked, it's like 30 quid a sheet, so that's a good one to have a look at. Travis Perkins is good for the 25x50mm timbers, the battens. So I went up for the upgraded ones rather than the cheaper ones. So I think they're about £7 a batten, and I've probably been through, I wouldn't like to think, I really wouldn't like to think, maybe between 30 and 45 maybe. Like I said, it's I've used a few, but as you can see, it's a completely different van to when you first started watching the video, which was the first one was terrible quality. Apologise on that. So yeah, the cylinders are all the sticker. So Toolstation do have it on at the moment on offer. The one I used. Wickes have it on offer as well. You can find it on other places, other building merchants that are slightly cheaper. We don't have them local, and I prefer to shop in store rather than online, unless there isn't a shop that does that online. Like local, if that makes sense. But yeah, so if there's any, like I said, any information, if you're trying to source parts or stuff like that, if you're doing any repairs on a van and you don't know where to get it from, let me know. I can let you know where I got this from. The installation was from Wickes. It was on offer when I purchased it. It's 25mm polystyrene. As you know, these vans were originally made with polystyrene and not Celotex. So yeah, I went for like on that one. Wallpaper, charity shop find. It's we have quite a few around here, and yeah, I do anything to support a charity. So this wallpaper was donated from a friend. She got it for, I believe, her kitchen, but didn't like it or didn't have enough or something like that. She said I could have it, which is cool. I did destroy it down that side though. I don't like it. Between me and you. Bathroom, I've still got to sort all the bathroom out. I've still got to clean that. Was it a cassette, I believe it is, or something like that? It's still got stuff in there, and I don't think anyone's been like used this fan in years. So it stinks. Last time I had a look in there, I was joking with my brother, and I pulled the little flat bit back, you know, like to open it up, and it literally, within seconds, it was making me gag and making me feel sick. I mean, it is, even talking about it, it's making me feel sick. And I don't usually feel sick about these things. It usually doesn't bother me, but that is vile. Anyway. You will. I'm gonna video me doing that one, and if I am sick, I apologise. I really do apologise, but it is grim. I mean, it's really grim. Oh dear! Completely forgot I had still to clean that. I'm like, what do you reckon? Do you reckon I should clean it and make it all look nice and pretty and everything, and put it back in the van, or do you think I should bottle out and just buy one of these little like camping porta potty type toilets? Let me know in the comments, because I want to know this one. It's I'll let you guys vote on this one, and then when I am sick, it's you guys to blame. So yeah, skylights are all good. I've got a nice surprise for them coming up. Want to leave all the ceiling, like all the finishing touches and stuff like that, till the end. As you can see, I decorated and destroyed the wall. So from now on, no more decorating. No more making things look pretty and stuff like that until all the building work's done. But yeah, on that note, because I am literally just waffling on now. It's been a while since we've all had a catch up. I'm going to leave it here. Please like and subscribe. I've got 82 subscribers from this morning when I looked, which is fantastic. I think I started off with about 14 when I first started doing these videos. So yes, it's great. It's a nice surprise when I get a notification, especially comments. I do reply to the comments on there. I've had some interesting ones, and it's just nice. It just shows that people are paying attention and they appreciate, you know, I mean, what I'm doing, if that makes sense. It makes me feel good that I can help other people by showing them what I've had to go through. So yeah, please like, subscribe, share. It really does help me. It's more of a pickup for me. It makes me feel good. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it on that note, and cool. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Have fun.